beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you've been here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So today, as per the title, I'm going to talk about my culture shock experience in South Korea. This is going to be interesting. I don't even know where to start from. But the first, that has to be the language, of course. Imagine you're moving into a new country and like you don't know their language, and here like they don't speak English. The official language is Korea, so like you just have to learn Korean. Either you go to school or you decide to learn in the streets. That's up to you, but the bottom line is that you have to learn the language because you have to communicate with them. I mean, this is their country, they're all over the place. You'll meet them like every day. It's not your country, so like you must learn how to talk to them everywhere you go. That is the language they speak, at work, at the supermarkets, hospitals, everywhere. So like when I got here, I was like, oh my god. You are so scared even to go out. I was so scared to even go out because what are you going to say out there? Huh? Imagine going to maybe you're even sick, you're going to the hospital and you don't know what you're going to say. But anyway, we move as time goes by. You get used to it and you get to learn words day by day. And that's it. Life continues. The second thing has to be the drinking and smoking culture. We tunasemanga wa Kenya tunajua kupiga sherehe. Hawa nao wanapiganga. It's like even alcohol is cheaper than water here. They drink way too much. And smoking. You even find women, they just smoke. Kwa barabara, hawana ibu, like they just smoke and no one cares. Everyone is just minding their own business. You know, in Kenya, in as much as yes, women smoke, but it's so rare kupata to them like kwa barabara, just smoking shamelessly, and like no one cares and all that. So like, that was so shocking to me, bana. Another thing, like if you're changing houses over here, it's a process. It's kind of a long process. Like Kenya, tukitaka kuhama, like so you just wake up today. The only thing you need to do is to give notice to the landlord in advance. Maybe I'm moving out in a month time or in 2 months time. But now over here, you have to change the address. You have to go to the city hall, you change address, sijui nini. It's a very long process. Like I'm just like, why is it such a process kuhama? I mean, it's not a big deal. Like you can live wherever you want. Must you have to go through all that? Then another thing, like here in Kenya, we are used to, when you're moving out, the deposit of the house, like it's most of the time inakwanga maybe you pay 2 months deposit. I mean you pay 2 months deposit and rent. And now over here you pay so much money for deposit and like home there. So I'm like, why does it have to be like that? Like imagine living in a house maybe for example worth 50k in Kenya. So we expect like you pay the deposit of 50,000 and rent. Now that is like 100k when you're moving to the house. But over here now you'll find like the deposit you're paying even like 500k and the rent is 50k. So that still doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Vitu ingine huku, like hospitals, they don't take the inpatients during the weekends. Like Hosi wanamaliza Friday, and the ones that open on weekends, maybe on a Saturday, by noon they are done. So I'm like, what if it's an emergency? What do you get to do if it's an emergency? Tangu lini Hosi zikafungwa? And then you can't just buy medicine without prescription. Kenya si tunakwanga like you are your own doctor. Unasikia hivi kidogo kichwa inakuuma ama science, ushaenda chemist umesema ni aje nipe dawa za malaria. Who has told you have malaria? I mean, but si hivyo tu tumeishi. Sasa huko utaenda ati dawa ya malaria, they'll ask you where's the prescription. they cannot sell to you. Like the other day nilikuwa na like 2 rashes kwa uso, and that is because of change of weather. So mimi kwa akili yangu I knew what I wanted, the cream that I wanted yenyeza nisaidia na hizo rashes, and I went to the chemist. I'm like, huh, can I get this? They asked me, where's the prescription? We can't give you that without the without the prescription. And I was like, so I'm going to the hospital because of 2 pimples on my face. That is what I'm supposed to go, like the right prescription on that. And I was like, wacha ikae, after all sisi ni wa Kenya, Africans kaa ngumu nothing brings us down. The other thing is weather. So when I came, the winter period was coming to an end. Yeah, so I did not get to experience much of it. But then now the real winter started when I was here. Oh, hey, I've never experienced such cold in my life. That was so shocking to me, mpaka like when you want to go outside, unajifikiria tu. Like if you have nothing important doing out there, better sit your ass at home, because hiyo baridi ina wenyewe. And then during summer, it's also so hot. Very, very hot. Hey. Another thing is that when you go to the supermarket, you pack your stuff by yourself. Really now? I mean, when I come here, I brought my money. Ain't you supposed to serve me as a VIP? I mean, in my country, ukienda supermarket, ukishalipa pesa, they pack your stuff, your goods for you, alafu unapatiwa unaenda nazo. Na hapa ukishalipa wanakupatia tu hiyo paper bag ya kupack, they just put it there, and then you're supposed to pack your stuff by yourself. Really? The first time I went, mimi nilikuwa nimemaliza, so nangoja they pack it for me, and I'm looking at the guy like, why have you started attending to the next person when you're not done with me? And the guy is like, you know, I don't even know what to say, because at that time I don't know Korea, and like nikimwongelesha na English hata nielewa. So mimi naangalia tu, then I saw mtu next to me akijipakia, then I was like, so this is how it's supposed to be. That was so shocking. I mean, I've brought my cash. Unafaa kuniserve nicely so that I can come back next time. Anyway, these people, they just don't care. If you want to buy, you buy. If you don't want, hawana ile la kupersuade customer. Kwanza, you're packing your own stuff, and that at the paper bag you're buying, it's part of the shopping. Like after umeshamaliza kulipa pesa, they'll ask you if you want the paper bag. Sio inafaa kukua like after service, jamani. Upatiwe like tu bure. Why do you have to buy paper bag yenye unaekewa vitu zenye umenunua hapo? Kwani what are they like kukupatia wewe kama service? Umebuy, you have to pay for it, otherwise utabeba vitu zako tu hivyo kwa mkono. Does it make sense really? Maybe. And food, I used to have problem when I first came here. Their food, like, it's not what I'm used to. But at least you can, there are some things zenye pia we are used to back at home, like even if they're not the same, zinakaribiana. Like unapata like maize flour. Is it flour or flour? It depends with who taught you pronunciation. So like unapata ya huku, the one we use is the yellow one, and you see at home you're used to white, but it's not like I've never tasted the yellow one back at home, so that can work. Then at least there's an Asian shops, they sell some African foods there, though you miss organic food. Unajua huko like we are used to eating fresh food back at home. Huku sasa hata kama ni beef utaenda uinunue, imesha kawi hapo kwa fridge, you don't know for how long, but what do? You have to eat. You have to. As time goes by, unakubali tu na unazoea. Then another thing, the black taxis are expensive than the white ones. So how now? What is the difference? Like that one that I don't get up to now. One day I took like a black taxi and I paid so much money, and like it was my first time. I always take the white one, so like I had just never taken a black one. When I took a black one, I felt like kwani amenikona ama nini, but then I could see it in account hapo kwa simu. So like I just don't understand why do you have to pay much for a black taxi and like less for the white taxis? Hmm. I don't know. Another thing is PDA. Public display of affection. Hawa kama wanapendana, you just see, tuwaona tu hapo, but like I mean it's not so shocking. Ni ile tu yetu ile ya Kenya watu wanafanyanga wakijificha ama ni usiku ndio unapata watu wanapendana like kwa Kenya usiku sasa unapata watu kwa mavichochoro like kila kona unapata but hawa hata mchana kwani iko nini? Spread love to all. Mungu alisema tupendane. It was just I mean that was not so shocking to me, but it was kind of shocking considering sisi like African home ama to like African, like let's just say African countries, hakuna hiyo like PDA sana. Guess I'll have to cut this video here and maybe do a part 2, because if I continue it will be so long and it might get boring and I don't want that. So I'ma keep it short and sweet. See you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you've watched up to this point, you are a true fan, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and share. Bye. Remember to love yourself and know that you're worth everything good that life has to offer. Bye.